Good afternoon, students. Welcome to today's class. I hope you are all doing well. And today I am here with you to deal with the new topic, with a wonderful topic. The first poem of your 8th standard English text, Beauty. So, before going to start today's subject, today's poem, I will ask you some questions to ourselves. What is beauty? And what is beauty according to you? Because that there are many things that comes in our mind when we think of the word beauty. So, when we think about your word beauty, there are many things come to in our mind. The beauty means maybe it is a pet animal that you see. Maybe it is your mother who take care of you always. Maybe it is a beautiful butterfly with so many colors. Maybe it is nature which we consider at most beauty. So these things, these are the thoughts come to our mind when we think about beauty. So then what is beauty in reality? Really, what is beauty? That there are many things around us, and we may ask another question to ourselves, that if there is so many things around us, in that what is the real beauty? Students, I want to take you a pen and a paper and write down 3 things which you see beautiful, which you consider beautiful. First you write down 3 things or 3 words. Second thing you have to do is, you have to pick out the most beautiful thing in that 3. And now I think you come to a conclusion that which is beautiful. And at the same time, if we discuss about this word beauty, if you want to define the word beauty, that beauty is not just what we see. So now what we are seeing around us, it is not beauty. So then what is beauty? And also what we are thinking being perfect, that is also not beauty. So what we are seeing around us, that is also not beauty. And what We think being perfect or being extremely good to others. That is not also beauty. And beauty is scarce in fact, but it is not. Somebody says that beauty is rare, but it is not true. We can see beautiful things anywhere on this earth. It is everywhere around, but we fail to observe, listen, and to experience it. So, if we try, we can observe, we can listen, we can experience beauty. But somebody says it is scarce, it is rare, it's not right. Beauty is everywhere. We can experience it, we can listen it, we can see it, we can observe it. It is everywhere around, but we fail to observe. It is not a look and or have a glance something. So beauty is not look or glance something. It can be experienced. It can be observed. It can be listen also. So beauty is everywhere. And here is a poem. And also we think beauty is that it is rarely visible. Somebody will say that beauty is rarely visible, rarely experienced or rarely available, but it's not true. Somebody may say that beauty is rarely visible, rarely available, rarely experienced, but we can see the beauty in the every aspect of this nature. So here is a poem composed by Hey Shoes. The beautiful poem. The name of the poem is Beauty. The name of the poem is Beauty. So before going to start the lesson, I will give some information about the poet He Shu. He Shu is a pet name. He Shu is a pet name of Louis Abeta Chuvivi. Louis Abeta Chuvivi is her full name or original name. So Louis Abeta Chuvivi was born on September 9, 1926 in New Mexico, America. New Mexico, USA or America. United States of America. So where was Louis Abeta Chuvivi born or Ye Shur born? Ye Shur was born in New Mexico, USA on September 9, 1926. And she was died on July 21, 2014 at the age of 87. So this Ye Shur, poet Ye Shur, she was speciality of this poet of her is she wrote the first book, that is I am a Pablo Indian girl. So she writes a book, I am a fabulous Indian girl, when she was only 13 years old. Students, just to remember, just to imagine that at the age of 13, she has written a book. Which one that? I am a fabulous Indian girl. So that Fablo, it was a name of a tribe which was lived in Northern America. They were living in Northern America, and that was the native of Fablo Indians, Fablo tribal. And this tribe's main occupation is these natives dealt majorly with stone masonry. So they were doing their stone work. These tribe people are doing. And the book she has written, I am a fabulous Indian girl, is mainly, it was a manifesto of the fabulous tribe. It has become manifesto to them, because in that book she has written the cultural and tribal, all the cultural and tribal aspects of the community or the tribe or the community of the Fablo tribes. So this was the brief introduction about the poet A.E. Shun. That is, she was a North American poet. She belongs to Fablo tribe, and she wrote I am a fabulous Indian girl at the age of 13, and it has become the manifesto of that tribes. And she was died on July 21, 2014. This was the brief introduction about the poet of this poem. Dear students, here we are discussing the word topic beauty. What we are thinking that the things which was looking beautiful, that is only beauty, or the person who is looking handsome or beautiful, that is the beauty. That we are just finding the beauty in very rare things, or in very few things. But if you keenly observe, we can find the beauty in every aspect of this nature. Nature itself is a very beautiful thing. It includes all beautiful things in that. So here we can define it. Beauty is not just what we see. So if you see the flower, that is beautiful. That is not only a beautiful. We can see the beauty in every aspect. In rain, in harvest, in birds, in sunlight, everywhere. And we can see the beauty in the characters of man, of human beings. Those who have good character, that is also beautiful. And we can see the beauty in our thoughts. in our dreams. So, we cannot specify the things that this is beautiful, this is not beautiful. Everything is beautiful in this nature. And beauty is not just what we see, what we think of being perfect. So being perfect is not beauty, or being extremely good for others. So if you become good for others, extremely good for others, that is also not beauty. Beauty is scarce, in fact, it is not true. So somebody says that beauty is scarce, beauty is rare, but it is not true. Beauty is everywhere, but we fail to observe it. We fail to observe it, we fail to listen, and we fail to experience it. So here, what we think is beauty now, it is rarely visible, rarely experienced, and it is rarely available. It is very how we are not able to find it. So beauty is around us, but we fail to find it. So this makes us to think everything is beautiful around us. So what is there around us is so beautiful. So now students, keep your book open, page number 14. I am going to read the poem. Just observe the pronunciation and you underline the difficult words. Beauty. A.E. written by A.E. Shur. Beauty is seen in the sunlight. The trees, the birds, corn growing, and people working or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind singing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. Once again, I am going to recite the poem. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing, and people working or dancing of their harvest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind singing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. So, this is, I think you have hold the poem in your book. And we can't go through the word by word meanings. It is not the way of reciting, teaching poem. We have to cherish we should be cherished. Poem should be cherished. So now I am going to give the summary of the first stanza of the poem. So the beauty is seen in sunlight. Sunlight means we all know that Suryana Bedaku anta kariti. Sunlight, beauty. Let us understand beauty is all over the world. So beauty is not in a specific place or specific country or specific state. Beauty is everywhere. That we have to understand. We can see beauty throughout the world. And it is not only seen but also heard and seen. So there is a proverb that beauty is in beholder's eyes, like that. But here the poet telling us beauty is not only seen but it can be heard. That's why he is saying beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working are dancing for their harvest. So beauty is not only seen, it can be heard also. So when we heard the beautiful voice of the birds, when we heard the melodious voice of the birds, it seems so beautiful to us. It gives happy to our soul. And that is also beauty. So there we can hear beauty. That's why within self, sunrise, trees, birds singing have their own beauty. So in nature, every aspects, everything has its own beauty. So trees have their own beauty. Sunlight having its own beauty. We may see that in the morning when the sun is going to rise, we just observe the sky, how beautiful it is. And if you visit to the Kanyakumari, you just go early in the morning to the seashore and see the sunrise of the sunrise. How beautiful it is. So beauty is everywhere. We have to find it. That's why here, and also trees and birds singing have their own beauty. So we can see the beauty, we can find the beauty in trees also. There are so many trees with their own flowers. They are also looking so beautiful. They have colored the nature. So beauty is everywhere. And we also heard the beauty in birds singing. So there are so many researches are going on birds also, and they only know the beauty of the singing of the birds. There is also a beauty in birds singing. That's why the poet telling us that beauty is not only seen but also heard. We can hear the beauty also. And we also see the beauty in people working in the fields. So you just see when the people who are working in the fields, it looks so beautiful. There is also a beauty. So we can, if you have that mind, that consciousness about the beauty, we can see the beauty everywhere on this earth. So it is there in corn growing and people working. So the people working in the fields are the ones dancing in joy for the success of their forming process. So in the year end, they are celebrating a festival, a harvest after the success of their forming process. To celebrate their forming process, success of the forming process. There also beauty, we can observe the beauty. So here there are so many ways to find beauty. That's why the poet telling us beauty is not only seen but heard. Also heard. We can heard the beauty in birds singing. We can see the beauty in people working in the fields. We can see the beauty when the people were celebrating the success of forming process or in the harvest. Everywhere we can observe this beauty, and we have to enjoy, we have to experience that. We should cultivate that mindset. So that's the poet is telling us about. Here the poet just gave the vast definition to the word beauty. In the second stanza, I am going to describe you. Beauty is heard in the night, wind singing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in her nest. So, beauty is continuing, gave examples that where we can find beauty. He is telling that beauty is even heard, listen to the winds blowing and rushing, the murmur of spells of rain is also the source of beauty. So, in the first stanza he told that we can observe the beauty in sunlight, in trees, and we can hear the beauty in birds singing, and we can see the beauty in farmers working in the fields, and we can see the beauty in when they were celebrating success of farming process or in the harvest. In the second stanza, he is telling that beauty is even heard, listen to the winds blowing. So the wind, when the wind is blowing, we can hear a sound. That sound also was so beautiful. It is also beauty. And rushing the murmur of spell of rain. So students, children, have you observed that when there was raining, when there is raining, we can observe the sound. That sound, in that sound also there is a beauty. The rushing murmur sound of a rain is also beauty. So just you imagine how the poet gave the definition to this beauty. Here, listen to the winds blowing and rushing, the murmur of spells of rain. Here, the murmuring sound of the rain also gives beauty. Also, it also has its own beauty. They are also here the poet telling us that wind blowing and raining, these are also the source of beauty. These are also the source of beauty. We can find beauty in them also. That's what poet is telling us. You may observe the gesture of the great beauty in a saint's chanting. So, when the saint chanting mantras, we can observe the beauty in that also. So see how we can where we can find the beauty? In the wind blowing, in the raining, and the saint chanting, when the saint chanting mantras, there also we can find beauty. That's why the poet telling us we can find beauty everywhere in this nature. In the gesture of the great beauty in a saint's chanting. These are the audible beauties that bear marvelous sense of beauty. So these are the audible beauties. The chanting and the wind blowing and the raining sound. These are the audible beauties. Here we can hear, we can't see the beauty, but we can hear the beauty. Clear? In sunlight, when we are seeing sunlight or watching flowers or watching the workers, the farmers working in the fields, and when they were dancing in the harvest, those are the beauties. There we can see the beauties. Those are visible beauties, but here audible beauties. Which are the audible beauties? Wind blowing, raining, and saint chanting mantras. These are the audible beauties. So our poet is he elaborating the definition of beauty. Elaborating the definition of the beauty. Now I am going to the next third stanza of this poem. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. So in third stanza, the poet explaining us that you can find the beauty in yourself. In yourself. If you are doing good things, good deeds, if you have good thoughts, that is also beauty. Beauty is within us. No need to search in the outside. Beauty is within us. In the good things we do and in our cheerful mood. So if we are in cheerful mood, if we are in happy mood, if we are doing good things, that is also a beauty. That is also our characters itself shows beauty. If you are good character, if you have good character, that is also beauty. The beauty of good deeds and happy thoughts reflects in your dreams. So, if we are doing good things, if we are thinking good thoughts, if we have good thoughts, it reflects in our dreams also. Let us see. It means to say that in Abdul Kalam once tell that if we should not control our thoughts, we should not control our do's. If you should not control your thoughts, you should not control. You can't control your thoughts. Like that, if we have good thoughts, it reflects in our dreams also. Work and in your sleep also. So when if you have good thoughts, if you are doing good things, good works, it reflects in your dreams, in your words, in your sleep also. So that's why people will we are now also we are remember some people just like Mahatma Gandhi ji, Vivekananda, and so many great people we are remembering today now also. Why we are remembering us? And we don't know our own father, his father. We don't know their names, but we are remembering the great human beings because of their good thoughts, because of their good deeds they have done. That is the beauty of that is a beauty place where we can find beauty. Beauty is present everywhere. We can see, we can observe the beauty everywhere on this earth, where and also lies inside all of us. So beauty is not only in the outside, beauty is inside of all of us. But we have to find that. We have to observe that. We have to cultivate that. So, through this poem, the poet giving us the vast definition of the beauty, and she changed the opinion about beauty of ours. She telling us we should see the beauty, we should observe beauty, we can hear beauty, you can see the beauty within you also. So these are the things she is tell us in this poem. Now students, I am going to write some difficult words with with the high find in this poem. Corn. Take down. Corn means type of grain. Type of grain. We can give make a sentence. Corn is healthy food. Corn is healthy food grain for human and cattle both. Corn is healthy food for human and cattle both. Human and cattle both. So corn means we can call in Kannada mekkejola. And harvest. Another word is harvest. It is a festival when the farmers celebrating their success of farming process. We can say that what do we call that? When in Karnataka, the farmers celebrating Makara Sankranti as the harvest festival in the state. So after completing their farming process, successful farming process, they are celebrating this harvest. And one more thing is sign. Sign means it's nothing but need to zero on the character. Need to zero. After doing your work, we are doing that like that we are doing. That is called sign. We can take the example from that. I took a deep sign after completed my assignment. So every day we are making assignment to you, and after completing this, mugitapa antirala. That was sign is called that need to see you. And one more word we can difficult word chant. Chant means in Kannada it is jepisu. Jepisu. That repeatedly recite. Chant means repeatedly recite. We can give the example that a saint kept chanting the hymn throughout the day. A saint kept chanting the hymn throughout the day. Harnessed. One more word is harnessed. Means more intense. Harnessed means more intense. Shraddhayinda anta kariteve. We can give the example with a sentence means one has to be honest and harnessed to achieve high goals. One has to be honest and harnessed to achieve high goals. Means to say that Shraddhayinda. If you work with honest and harnessed, we can achieve any type of goal or high goals. So this it is all about the poem beauty is. So now I think you have changed your concept about beauty. That only the flowers. Now till now we are just seeing the beauty in only flowers or in those who are looking good appearance. That is only beauty we are thinking. But the poets now changed our concept about the beauty. That beauty is not only seen, it can be heard, it can be experienced, it can be available everywhere, it can be seen, it can be heard, it can be experienced. That with so many examples, she has understood, try to understand this concept with all the aspects. Now I am going to check your understanding. How you have understand this poem? How you have understand this poem? Let us ask me some questions. Some questions. Where is the beauty seen on a sunny day? Now you have all hear the poem and observe the poem, and I have explained, I have summarized this poem. Tell me, where is the beauty seen on a sunny day? Where is the beauty seen on a sunny day? Beauty is seen in sunlight, the trees and the birds. Isn't it? Yes. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, in the birds and in the trees. So in the next question, I may ask that what is so beautiful in the night? So what is so beautiful in the night? Falling rain, singing wind are the major beauties with a chant of singer. So in the night we can observe the beauty in falling rain, blowing wind and in major beauties with a chant of a singing. So the third question I am going to ask you, how can you how can one find beauty within self? How can you find your beauty within self? Good deeds and good thoughts that keep one happy, and the reflection of it in one's mind, solitude define one's beauty within self. Isn't it? Yes. We can find beauty within self with good deeds, good thoughts that keep one happy, and it reflects in our dreams, in our work, in our sleep also. So this is the beauty that we can find in the nature, in within you also. So students, now onwards, you try to find the beauty in every aspects, in everything of this nature. That is why beauty, you can find beauty everywhere. Whether it may be flower, whether it may be butterfly, whether it may be a character of a human being, wherever it may be, you can find beauty. And you also try to find beauty in all the things, because the poet now tells us that beauty can be seen, beauty can be heard, and beauty can be experienced. How you experience the beauty? If you have good thoughts, that we always wish to everyone a good wish, well wish, and also we are helping others. And we should not think, we should not wish bad to anybody, and we should show kindness to all the creatures of this nature. That is also a beauty. Good deeds means we have to do good things. We have to do good things, and we have to wish good to others. That is also a beauty. And we have that sense of mind to experience the beauty. So that's why what we are trying to do is we should appreciate the beauty of this nature. And we can find beauty in wind also. We can find beauty in wind and falling of rain. Also we can see or we can experience the beauty. So that here we can observe the beauty. So here this is, I think this is enough for this poem. If you have any more to say, please write it. And we should be grateful to this poet for giving us the beautiful poem Beauty. I hope you all understood the poem well. Thank you.